by Storytime. So, this is a video about how I got asked out in second grade. Second grade was a very, very weird time. Or no, it's not second grade. I think it was either first grade or It was first grade. Yeah, first grade. So in first grade, I got asked out. So I had kind of already knew this guy, but let's give him a fake name. Josh. Sure. That's not his real name, and it's not even close to his real name. I don't even know a Josh. But, Josh, and this video is not invading anyone's privacy because I'm not giving any real information. I'm not even telling you where this school was. The only information I'm giving you is the story itself and the fact that I was like 7 when this happened. And so was he. He was in, like, my class. My class. For those of you who don't remember first grade, we didn't have changing classes. We were just same classroom, and the teacher just taught us different things. And I sat next to this guy, Josh, in those classes, in that class. And he was trying to be a player. A 7-year-old trying to be a player. Anyway, so the first time when I really realized this was around, I think, in music class. Music, art, and gym were the only, and going to the library were the only classes we had that were in different rooms, and they were all on different days. And so, I was in music class, and we sat on, like, bleachers in music class. It was inside, but we sat on, like, bleachers, like the thing you have in, like, a gymnasium or outside, hey, like, next to a playground or something. There actually were some next to the playground, I think. It's been a while. I'm, like, 12. It's been, like, 4 years. So I was correct in the beginning of this. Huh. But, so Josh, I was sitting next to one of his girlfriends in music class, and this was, like, sort of before things really started going. The teacher was sort of setting things up. We were just sort of sitting there. And, he was sitting next to his harem of girls. Well, kind of a harem, but harem for 7-year-olds. And so, and he said, let me make up a name. Jessica. Sure. I don't even know a Jessica, and I never have. I don't think. I have a bad memory of who I used to know. But Jessica, I actually don't even remember her real name. But anyway, Jessica was like, he's like, oh, Jessica's my girlfriend. Me, being a little smarty pants 7-year-old I was like, you can't have a girlfriend. You can't go on dates. You can't go on dates. What are you going to do? How is that your girlfriend? No, I did not sound like that, but that's my impression of a small 7-year-old. But I didn't say that, but what I did say is, I thought, let me make up another name real quick, Alexa. But I thought Alexa was your girlfriend. And he said, oh yeah, I have a lot of girlfriends. And I have Jessica, I have Alexa, I have Mary, I have Susan, I have Callie, I have Ellen. And me, being this, again, being a smarty pants, I didn't say this, but I was like, isn't that
that really faithful? Like, when you're an adult and you have more than one girlfriend, isn't that not good? Isn't that like being not loyal?
I didn't say that, but I was thinking that. I was a smarty pants 7-year-old, wasn't I?
Huh? Mom?
She can't hear me. But, so, poor Hitchi. And so at lunch, or no, it wasn't lunch. It was like breakfast. Because, like, if you got to school early enough, you could eat breakfast in the cafeteria. And I was just, like, eating the marshmallows out of my Lucky Charms. Because I didn't like the, like, other stuff in the Lucky Charms. I was just like, just quietly, or I was eating, like, those egg cheese eggs that they said were omelets, but really weren't. They were, like, folded eggs from McDonald's. Well, not, they were pretty much that with cheese on them. And I would always try to hit there really early so I could get one without cheese. I think I had that. And, like, a hash brown. Or was it a Wednesday? I miss Wednesdays at that school, because at Wednesdays, they had chocolate chip muffins. I miss that so much. But, anyway. So, Josh comes and sits next to me. And we didn't have, like, assigned tables in the mornings. They were just like, sit wherever you want. Just sit on a chair. You're not allowed to sit on the floor or on the table, or we will call your mother, or your father, or your grandmother, or your aunt, or whoever you live with. And so, Josh starts talking to me. Well, Josh, that was real lame. Again, I'm saying that. I'm just gonna call him Josh. No further explanation for, like, the 50th time. So, Josh comes and sits next to me, and he's like, I have a lot of girlfriends. I don't really say anything, like, but I'm thinking, of course I know you have a lot of girlfriends. You told me this in music class, like, 2 weeks ago. And he was, like, trying to flirt with me. The best that a 7-year-old can flirt. And, my little 7-year-old brain couldn't really understand the fact that he was trying to ask me out, because I was kind of, have you ever read, like, or watched Hunger Games where Katniss is really stupid, the fact that guys like her? I was like that. Oblivious to the fact that guys liked her. I was like that in this moment. And I'm just sitting there eating my chocolate chip muffin. And I don't really remember it too well, but I think he was, like, trying to, like, very awkwardly, like, he was, like, so, and he was, like, he was, like, doing that for, like, a couple minutes. And if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm playing with this. It's, like, a piece of guinea pig food that's not in their bowl. I'm just sort of playing with it. Anyway. Random. And he kept doing that for, like, a couple minutes, like, going, well, not really, more like 30 seconds. He was like, so, do you, and I wasn't really paying attention that much. Well, I didn't look like I was paying attention. I was listening, but I was just like, I'm not actually eating the food. The food's right here. Just so you know. And I was just like, nom. Not even looking at him. And he just kind of gave up and was just, like, sitting there. And we were just sitting there in silence. You weren't allowed to move. And he was just, like, sitting there in silence, just like, let me just eat mine. Also, no one chewed with their mouth closed. Why did nobody do that? Why did nobody chew with their mouth closed? What is wrong with you? I did. I had been taught manners since I was like 4. And you hooligans are eating like, nom, 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 nom. What's wrong with you? Well, I guess there's 7, but I had the etiquette to do that, and you didn't. Learn manners. Learn table manners. I feel like Effie. If you don't know who Effie is, go read the Hunger Games books or watch the movies. I prefer you to read the books. They're not very long. Anyways, I keep getting distracted by this thing. But oh, and there's another story. This one's a lot shorter, but, well, it might be shorter or long. I don't really know. We'll just have to see. So, I had this best friend, and we'll name her Anna. Anna. Yeah, her name was Anna. And I actually ended up moving away from that school, so I'm not really in touch with her that much now. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I don't really want to, because before I moved, we kind of drifted apart a lot, and I have my own friend. I have a lot of friends now, and she lives like 3 hours away, so what's really the point? The thing's stuck. Got it. But my friend Anna, we'll call her, she was friends with this guy named, we'll call him Mason. Mason. Yeah, Mason. That was not his name, but that's what we'll call him. And, so Mason was like, I didn't really like Mason too much. He was a bit of a jerkwad, in my opinion. He was a little rude. He didn't have table manners. Nom, 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 nom. And he also roared a lot for no reason. I thought it was a little annoying because they were just like, roar, at random points. Like he was a dinosaur. And me and Brianna had this other friend, and who we'll call Catherine. And Catherine, at recess, she thought she was Elsa from Frozen. I was like, but you're not. But you're not. And she also thought she was a vampire because she had pointy teeth. And I was just like, but everybody has those teeth. Catherine was mean to me. She was so mean to me. That's another story for another time, but if you want to hear the story about how Catherine was rude to me, then tell me in the comments. And so what did I call her again? Hold on a second. I need to remember what I was calling her. Anna. Her name was Anna. I called her Anna. That's not her real name, but Anna was dating Mason. That not their real names. Again, I have to say that. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to end up like Scrubs, if you know who that is. And so, he said that they were dating, and at recess they would like play together. Not in like a weird way, you dirty-minded chicken nugget. Like they would like play dodgeball on the same team or like talk a lot. And she would run away from me intentionally to spend time with him. Who was running away from her? Girl. And they got into arguments a lot. When you hear a couple getting into arguments, you're like, oh no, they should probably break up. It's not healthy. They were having arguments over the stupidest things. You see, Brianna was sort of like spinning him on Mason and his other, like, 2 other friends. I'm not going to make up names for them because they're only going to be mentioned, like, this one time. And so, she was, like, spinning them, and she wasn't going super fast, and he was mad at her because she didn't go fast, and she said she didn't want them to go flying off and to get hurt. And he was mad at her, and he said they were breaking up. Guess what happened the next week when I came back to school? I was, like, sick for a week or something. They were back together. And guess what they did? They played marriage at recess. Yep, they played marriage at recess. And I think I was either the priest or, like, the lady in waiting. Or not the lady in waiting, the bridesmaid. No, I was the priest. I was the priest. Because I was the only one who knew, like, I didn't know all the words that a priest says in the marriage, but I knew the most out of all their friends. So silly. And I was the priest. Just remembering this, be like, do you, Mason, last name unknown, take, why am I doing this with no taste? Do you take Anna Sugar Plum Berries? Yeah, that's not her last name, but we'll just say so. Hand in marriage, in sickness and in health, in richness and in poor, in a good and bad weather. I forgot the rest of the words. But yeah, I did that. Just remembering it, I was just like, oh my goodness, I was such a cringy little child. I still kind of am, but I'm not little anymore. I'm almost as tall as my mom. I'm like an inch shorter than my mom. But, so, that was weird. Those were weird times back for little me. I don't even remember them breaking up, like, finally. Because, like, I'm pretty sure I moved away before that. I moved away in, like, 3rd grade. And they were still... Sorry about that. Allergies are acting up, I guess. Getting colder outside. The pollen's going away. My throat's hurting. I'm dying. I'm choking to death. Still cringy. But, so those are my weird, like, 1st grade, 2nd grade stories. So, yeah. But if you want to see the video about what I said earlier, I forgot. I'll just rewatch the video and figure it out. But if you want to see a video about that, how Catherine was mean to me. If you want to see a video about how that, so comment down below or click the like button. Get me to 1 like. That's your only milestone, and I will do the Catherine video. Anyways. Bye, my adorable little tater tots. Bye!